Do you use Hydroshield and wonder if it's actually good for your plant? Well, you're here with Mark Batwell at perfectgardens.com, and we're going to get into it. Just want to say thank you to RFI for posting this question and asking about the product. I hope this video will satisfy your curiosity.
Are you tired of getting crappy advice from your local hydroponics store? Join our membership, get direct access to me, and let's turn your crop around in days. And I promise you will see results in a matter of days.
Okay, so Hyshield. First off, when I came to this product, just like any other business, what am I looking for, right? I'm looking for professionalism. I'm actually looking for the back of the labels of these products because I want to see what's actually in the product. It's ingredients list basically. And this was one of the things I actually could not find. All this product says is that it is made from this right here, and I didn't know what it was, so I ended up going out and researching it. Its sister product is Hygrozyme, and I know that product, and I actually have loved that product for well over 8-9 years in the industry. So when I saw this product, I was actually really curious because if it's made by the same owner, how could this product be a bad product? That was kind of the first thing that kind of came to mind. Although, when I compared to my core values and how I research products, I didn't like that I could not find the label on this website. So if anyone finds it, please post the link down below. Next, obviously the Hygrozyme product, when you check it out, it actually does have the ingredients list on this one. It tells you what's in it, so that's cool. Next, as I got into learning more about this product, I had to get caught up on what all these things are again. So Chitosan is a polysaccharide, which is a carbohydrate. Maybe a lot of us might think of bread or something like that as a carbohydrate. And it is linked to glycosamine, which is a sugar. I'll flip it over here. As you can see, it's amino acid sugar. And it is made by treating the chitin, and chitin is a long chain of polymers, and polymer is just a molecule derived from glucose, which is a sugar. And this polysaccharide is the primary components of cell walls in fungi, exoskeletons, erythropods, and crustaceans, which is where this product is derived from. So really, when you begin to look at this, it actually sounds very interesting and it sounds very natural. Although this is where, for me, and what my knowledge about chemistry, where I begin to realize that it slightly has a cognitive dissonance reality. So as I look at this, it talks about how this product is extracted using sodium hydroxide, which is lye or a caustic soda, and basically it's just a high alkaline, and like all of you guys know, alkalinity really isn't what you want in the growing industry. You really want more of an acidic. So that was kind of the first things. So it made me really wonder why they're using a product that's more on the alkaline side and using it for my plants. And I know why they're using this. They're using this to extract, obviously, the chitin off the shells of the shrimp and other crustaceans. It then goes in to talk about how this is used as seed treatment and a biopesticide. It's also used as a thinning agent. With thinning is that basically things settle to the bottom. So you could also find this product in other industries like medicine and bandage. Although as I started to do more digging, because what I found to be kind of interesting was the same story that's right over here is the same story you begin to see all over the internet. And what I found to be really interesting was that I found another company right here, which I think is the company that's probably selling this product over here to this company, or vice versa. This company is selling their product over to this company for whatever reasons. But as I come down here and I begin to, I read through everything they're saying. They're saying it's a natural emitter. What they're basically getting down to is saying that because this is the exoskeleton of fungus and bugs, when it's sprayed onto the plant thinks that bugs are on the plant, and so it begins to protect itself. And then it begins to claim, right over here, just like here, it's saying it reduces transpiration without lowering crop output and enhances flower and fruit development. And the reasons why I think they're saying that is because they're saying, well, if the plant's healthier and doesn't have bugs, it's going to increase the flower development. So it's not really saying the product's going to do it. It's just saying if the plant's healthy, you're going to get a better yield. And then right here, same kind of thing. If the plant's healthy, then if you don't have thin leaves and it's actually able to take up the water and all that other stuff, you're going to use less water. So all these things sound great. Trust me. When I read through it, I'm like, wow, sounds great. I even found an article over here that's saying that it's supposed to increase your microbiology. And when I read that, I was like, oh, wow, cool. This might be a great product. But once again, as I began to dive through all of these references, I don't know, things just began to fall apart for me. So I read through this whole article, one of the first ones they cite, but as you look up the name, it only pops up a couple times up here as you read it, but it's a bunch of jargon. It just says spraying it, application decreases. Then you come down over here, talks about reducing damage from fungal pathogens and stimulates the immunity of the plant. So it's saying that people did experiments and through spraying on this product that it reduced fungal pathogens. But again, I really would love to see how they created this whole experiment to prove that fungal pathogens got reduced. Personally, I would love to see the growers that were doing the side-by-side comparisons and in what environment was the plants being put under. Many times I've seen they put plants not next to each other, but one on one side of the greenhouse, one on the other side of the greenhouse. But then when I go into the greenhouse and they're asking me, Mark, why are my plants different? They're in the same environment. I'm like, bro, come over, look over here, and do you feel the heat that's coming down because of the sun right here? And then come over here, and do you feel that it's slightly cooler because the sun isn't reflecting in your greenhouse so hot and intense? And then before you know it, because one day the sun's beating down day after day after day on one side of the greenhouse, these plants begin to break down and have problems, while the other side doesn't have any problems. But then the plants that do have problems begin to create mold and then pass the mold or pathogens over to the healthy plants. But the issue was because it was a poor growing environment, not because there was a disease in one side of the plant. And when I come over here to the other references, because that's all I'm doing is I'm just pulling it up, once again, it's just saying that it's an antimicrobial with a bunch of jargon and bullshit, with all due respect. With the same links, see, these are all the same links right here. So as you can see right here, look at the names right here, Rihanna, Estina, and then come over here, Rihanna. Do you see that right here? These names keep popping up all over the place. It's like one person did this experiment. It has a couple other names, but one or two other people said it works, and then now they're pushing this product all over the industry. And when I finally found this one link right here, which actually has tons of references around the reduction of transpiration through foliar spray application of Chitosan, it did reference tons and tons of articles of PhDs and people doing tons of experiments, which it began to actually make me think slightly differently on the product. Is this a product a good product? Is it a bad product? Is it in line with my values again? And once again, I'm still kind of on the fence. When I read through it, I actually did read a number of stuff that in the relationship with this and the mycorrhizae that they did see increase in benefits of using this product. The thing I didn't like about it, though, is just what it's doing, right? When you spray it on the plant, the stomas close up. And that's what they were talking about, basically. And why is that bad? Well, a lot's happening when the plant is taking up water. Every single day, there is things that are exchanging in the microbiology. There's just lots of stuff happening. And I'm not saying that it's good nor bad. I just taking time to kind of think. That's really what it comes down to. You know, if you know the statue with the thinking man, where the guy's just sitting there and he's just pondering. That's kind of what I do a lot. I just really just think about the product and think if it's in line with my values. Does the science make sense? Another thing, too, is having a higher fungal dominant environment, soil environment, is that attractive to me because they did talk about this also being a carbohydrate. So maybe I could see this product actually being used in conjunction with beneficial teas or bacteria. So instead of using sugars, maybe you could use this product. And if this is derived from the shells of crustaceans, then I can definitely see that as being beneficial to the microbes because basically you're feeding the microbiology. So I do accept that science about this one. And as I flip through the rest of this stuff, I'm not really able to find much more besides these two companies that are selling this product and this one really good thread that actually has tons of experiments. Would I use this product? Sure. I might actually try it out when I go through all this research with you guys and I really sit down and think about it, because I actually started doing this research around 12 a.m. So I'm finishing up, and I'm really just finishing up my thought process with you guys too. I pulled all this stuff up. I read up what it was. Once again, the one thing I don't like about the product is how it's a good chance of how they're extracting it off of the shells. It's creating an alkaline product, but there is enough supporting evidence, I think, to give it a shot and to actually apply it. But remember, guys, the only way to really apply something is to use it on the same strains, the same way, exactly the same, crop after crop after crop. And every single grow, you have to have everything controlled. And you have to be measuring all your inputs and all your outputs. If you have one or two growers doing that and have actually tried this product and they're just not winning it by saying, oh yeah, it works, then this product might be a game changer, similar to how Hygrozyme was 10 years ago. I hope this video was helpful on having you consider whether you should use this product. For me, I'm on the fence, although a slight blow of the wind might push me on either side. Have a great grow, everyone.